Morning, Steve in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Grain prices are lower overnight. Some people are trying to call for a seasonal top in corn and beans as we get closer to the U.S. harvest. There will be another private crop estimate of the U.S. Corn and soybean crop out for before the September 11th USDA report. Most people think we need a yield below 175 in corn and 50 in beans to continue to push prices higher. Funds, big longs in beans, soybean oil, and are now longs in meal and wheat, and I have a small short position in corn. It's the first time funds have had a net long position since March. As far as the outside market, stocks are higher. We're looking for some maybe better jobs data and some economic data that's going to help the stock market today. Weather-wise, we're looking at over the next, let's say, a couple of weeks, maybe normal rains and below normal temps for much of the Midwest. The one model has the rains in the west. The other model brings cold temperatures in from Canada and keeps the rains mostly in the east. The October-November forecast, looking for maybe a little bit normal to below temps and maybe normal rainfall, especially in the Midwest, but actually could lean a little bit normal to below. The La Nina factor could impact the southern plains, keeping it drier than normal. Both the southern plains and southern Russia need rains to plant the winter wheat crop for 2021. So I think we'll be watching pretty closely weather over the next couple of weeks to see if we get a rain or not, see if we get cold temperatures or not. We'll be watching any new export sales announcements for corn and soybeans, especially to China. Right now, wheat prices worldwide, Black Sea is cheaper into countries like Mexico than U.S. And actually European wheat works into the U.S. East Coast if there's no import quality restrictions. We're watching closely down in Brazil. They let a duty-free ethanol import tax lapse, and they're negotiating right now trying to bring back that zero tax. But right now, U.S. ethanol, from a margin standpoint, doesn't work into Brazil. So we'll be watching weather, we'll be watching money flow, we'll be watching the approaching U.S. harvest, we'll be watching September 11th USDA production and yield numbers to see just where we go from now. But there are some analysts that are currently calling for a top in corn, soybean, wheat prices at current levels. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.